Hello everyone, I'm Gladrian, and welcome back to, GladCraft. What you see behind me may look familiar. If you play RuneScape, it probably should be. This is the RuneScape Castle Wars minigame. Um, it's only available to members though, so maybe not all of you who play RuneScape will recognize this. So basically, this is on the GladCraft server. Excuse I won't talk loud. And so I've recreated the mini game from Castle Wars. It's from RuneScape. Sorry. There's definitely a lot more things that could be there, but I mean, as you can see, there's quite a lot. There's Ballista there, represented by minecart. You can't really make it too detailed. I have like cannons, which would be in place for the catapults. Eventually, I'll update this and have actual catapults there. Gates. There's flags up there. This uses the PvP arena plugin. I also use a plugin called Skript, which some of you may be familiar with. It's Skript spelled with a K, to do a lot of custom functionality. So it's basically capture the flag, but there's a ton of other functionalities. So I'm about to go into a little tutorial for this minigame. But yeah, basically it's just capture the flag, set style dots RuneScape. If you would like to not see the tutorial and skip ahead to gameplay with at least 4 other people, I'm not sure how many people are going to be on yet, but I'll be able to set up a little game that I will record. If you would like that, then there will be a button to somewhere on the screen that will say skip ahead to gameplay, so you can click that. If you'd like to see the tutorial, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so basically to get here, you're gonna spawn at spawn. So here's spawn. I find this little setup, and so as you can see, there's 2 portals: combat minigames and survival. You're gonna want to go through combat minigames. Now, sometimes this doesn't always work for some people. So, in the event that doesn't work, so you're gonna go through this portal with Castle Wars right there. In the event that this does not work and you like suffocate in a wall or something, it's complicated. Just type /warp CW. See? So, warp CW. That's all you have to do. Okay, so you're going to end up here. Got some nice sound effects. And so, there's 2 portals. And so, if you remember from RuneScape, there would be 3, but I can't really set up that functionality yet. Because there's not as many people. I can't really balance the teams or anything yet. So just join Team Blue and join Team Red. If you'd like to go back to combat mini games, you just go through there. So let's say I'm going to join Team Blue. So we spawn here. Here's this portal. If you want to get back, you just go back through here. But we want to play this. So we want to pick a class. So these are different classes. They all have different abilities, like Archer, Mage. Spearman and Mage are generally good defense ones. And then Archer is kind of, I don't know, kind of versatile, but you can figure it out for yourself. But to pick that class, you just right-click this on. Berserker, most people don't pick that. It's just basically a powerful sword. It doesn't look powerful, but it's actually a sharpness 5. So that gives you 10 attack damage, which is actually pretty good. There's Warrior, Archer, Axeman, Mage, and Spearman. Spearman has a so-called spear. It's like this enchanted diamond shovel, but has high knockback, so it's good for defending the top of the castle. Okay, so let's say we're choosing Spearman. When we're ready, we're going to punch this. Now, as you can see down here, it's saying you are alone in the arena, and that's because there's no one else online at the moment. And by the way, I will post the IP. I've probably already put it up in the beginning. But yes, so I mean, I'm not going to release this minigame or anything. I mean, this is made out of plugins. It's not redstone or anything. Some of it's redstone, as you can see. But yeah, so if you want to play this, come in the GladCraft server. Generally, we have someone on. It's a small server, but generally, like half the time someone's on. But yeah, that's kind of sad. But I'd like to build up more players, so if you like this, please come on. You can play it here. But anyway, so Okay, so I can't go into the arena because no one's there. So I will now show you the functionalities of the arena. Nope, I don't want to drop that. Okay, so I'm going to just teleport out here. Okay, so here is the arena. As I already showed you from the intro. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go into game mode 0. Okay, so let's say we're on red team, where actually I should teleport us up there, because we would not start there. So if we're a red team, we're going to spawn here, in the spawn point. And so you can see what we've got here, is we've got different things. Here's arrows, which you'll probably want for the ballista. Here's gunpowder and cannonballs for the cannons. And here is potions for people who don't get healing potions with their kit, I guess, for your class, sorry. So, run, you can just jump down there, or you can run down these stairs. I mean, if you're thinking this seems a little bit of a simple of a map, I've styled this out after, like, the original RuneScape Castle Wars game, now, like, the updated one. So therefore, it's kind of simple. So as you can see, you have the door here. It only has one way to open it, because otherwise people on the outside would be able to open it. So generally, you want to go out through this door. If you're on Team Red, you're going to have the red key. And so what you're going to do is sorry. Right-click to close and left-click to open. So you want to left-click that, and that will open it. Then you can walk out, and then you can right-click it to close it. And so then that is open and close. Now, if I were on, so say I'm raiding the blue castle, I'm going to cross over here, get past the ballistas, which is sometimes hard, but not always. I have two options. I can either go through this gate, and so, as you can see, I have the red key, but I don't have the blue key, so it's not going to quite work as me just opening the gate. So I've got to do is I'm going to punch it, like breaking it down, because remember there's that option to break it down in RuneScape. And there you go, I've broken it down. Then I can come through here. Now there's another option. You can also go through, yes, I have implemented picking locks. There's this other option here, which is the iron door. So if I remember from RuneScape, you would pick a lock of the door, and if you opened it, you'd be able to get through. And so same thing. A tip for this, it doesn't really work when you click the bottom. I can't really get it to work for clicking the bottom. It's only when you click the top. So if I click the top, it's going to say you failed to pick the lock, try again. But, there you go. If you do it enough, you will successfully pick the lock. Oh, whatever. You'll successfully pick the lock, and you're through here. So either way, you can get through. This is more of a sneaky way. So then what you can do is you can climb up here. And note, this is a no PvP zone. So if someone's standing here, they can't hit you from here, and you can't hit them from here. So if they're hitting you out here, they're not going to do any damage. If you're hitting them in there, you're not going to do any damage. But as soon as they come out, or as soon as you come out, there will be damage dealt. Also, I mean, I own these regions, so I can go out here, but besides myself, nobody can get out here, so you're not going to get knocked out of the map really easily. So you'll come up here, and then here's the flag. So if the game were running, whenever I punch this, I would capture the flag. But as it is, it would give me a little message. But as it is, the game's not running, so it's not telling me that. But let's pretend I have the flag. So then we just run out through here. Probably not a good idea to jump all the way from the top like I just did. We'll get to the ballistas in a second. So then we would run over here. Let's make this faster. Let's pretend we ran all the way up here, and then we would just punch our own flag and we claim it. However, if the other team has our flag, then you can't get it. You can't take home the flag until you kill the other person. So it makes it so it's kind of, you can prevent someone from scoring by holding onto their flag. Now up, no, we're not doing that yet. So right, so that's basically the idea of capture the flags. Now the ballistas work like this. So you have the arrows that you can get up there. By the way, there's also, sorry, keep on deviating. There's also food down here. So if you manage to run out of hunger, you'll get something called rations, and you can eat those. But anyway, on with the main idea of this. So there's arrows that you can get from up there, from that button. And so then, if you come out to the ballista, most of the time it's not going to be there. So let's just break that. Most of the time the ballista's not going to be there. So you got to do, let's just stick that there. You just got to pull this lever, repair ballista, because often they can get shot and destroyed. So you're going to get inside it, and as long as you have arrows, then, and actually let's take away, okay, that didn't work, then you can shoot. There's a delay, so you can shoot them at that speed. You can also see where they go because of flame. So basically, as you can see, it's taking arrows from my inventory and shooting them from this, from this ballista. So if you don't have a bow, you can still shoot arrows. You just have to be in here. You can aim for up there. Get it right. It's kind of hard to see on like your screens, but it's easier to see on mine. So you can up there. You can just shoot wherever you'd like. But you're also very vulnerable sitting in the middle here, so you can get killed by that. Let's throw away some of these. If you run out of arrows, it will notify you. Okay, only one more arrow. And see, it makes a sound that says you have no more arrows. So yeah, so that's how that works, and you can aim to shoot across the person over there. Okay, another thing. If you remember from the RuneScape Castle Wars, there were stepping stones, and you couldn't cross the water. So you're thinking, oh, well, you can just swim across the water. Well, actually, no. If you walk on the water, you'll be teleported back, and you'll be told you cannot cross here. So the only way you're going to cross is by hopping stepping stones. You have to be really careful, because if you slightly touch the water, if you're slightly hovering over water, you're going to get teleported back. So you have to be, you have to see. Okay, a little hop. Oh, dang it. Yeah, okay, there we go. So you have to be very careful with that, but you can cross there, so you can kind of skirt around the craziness in the middle there. Another way to go around is either there's going to be in your base. Let's go back to the base. There's going to be this little passageway. There's going to be a ladder under here that you can get up there. It's also going to be this room. I already showed you it because it has the little rations thing there. But there's also this. And so you can go down here, and these are the tunnels. And those of you who play RuneScape Castle Wars, remember this, because this is one of the big parts of the game where they have the tunnels underneath. So you can go under here. The thing is, there's also a tunnel to the other one. So you could run into someone coming to your base. And that means also you have to guard that area up there. And this is the central area. So as you can see, these ladders, if we'll get up here, lead out to here, middle. So you can also get down there through there. There's also, you can also climb up here to the top and shoot or fight from up there. But let's go down here. So we came from the red castle, which is that one. And so then we can go through these tunnels. And once we get to the end, we will be at the blue castle. So, but you never know. You could start climbing up this, and suddenly someone appears at the top of the ladder and ends up killing you. So it is risky because you could easily be killed because you're climbing up the ladder. You can't really fight back. So you have to be careful with that. So, but then you can just go through there, and then you're already at the top of the red castle. What in the world? Okay, well, somehow we ended up at the red castle. We were supposed to end up there, but we were kind of disoriented because we went there. But normally, if you run straight through, you end up in the right place. I don't think there's some sort of weird warp portal there. That would be kind of weird. But yeah, one last functionality, I guess. There is these cannons. Generally, they're not really useful in a smaller game. However, if more people start playing, and there's 6 people per team, and there's constantly people coming out of there, might be useful. So this cannon doesn't really, it can't really aim more around there. It's really just kind of around there. So generally people don't use it. Really, it's this cannon that works. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click with gunpowder. The more you can give it up to 3 kilograms. As you can see, it says kilogram. 1 kilogram is 1 gunpowder. If you give it more, it will shoot harder and faster. I'll give it 2 more to have it 3. You can only have up to 3. Then what you're going to want to do is, you right-click in the body of it. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to load that up with a cannonball, which is the cobblestone. You can change the aim of it, like for making it go up, you can right-click the top, so setting it to 41.0 degrees. If you want it to go down, just shift and then right-click and set it down to 40 degrees. Then for left and right, you just click the left. Oh, that was the left. Maybe it's thinking the front because it's saying right. You right-click the, I guess the right for the left. No, that didn't work. Let's see here. Well, maybe you just need to shift. Okay, well, for some reason, it doesn't want to go to the right. I don't know why. That's kind of weird. Well, it's not going to the right. But anyways, so to fire, you can either press that button or right-click the torch. So let's right-click that. Whoa. Yeah, that harmed me. And that is going way up. Okay, so normally it's kind of more aim better. So you might kind of need to experiment with aiming. And also, the more gunpowder you put in, the farther it's going to shoot. But yeah, let's try that again. Okay, well, that's shooting. Well, so you see why people don't generally use that. So yeah, so basically that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much the game. I'm planning on replacing these with a catapult at some point. I have a design for it. I'll have like an aiming system where you can, you know, there'll be like a square grid, just like the minigame of RuneScape. But for the moment, we're just sticking with these. And since it's kind of a smaller game, it's hard to. It's generally more like a few players are playing it. It's kind of hard to like aim a cannon quickly or a catapult quickly at just one player. So generally, it's better for like more people, as you know from RuneScape. So, but yeah, so that will be implemented at some point. But yeah, so basically that's the game. And we'll go now to gameplay. We'll have some people on, probably Angorian Kitten is one of them. I'll have her channel in the description, sorry, because she'll be playing in this. But yeah, so basically, that is the minigame. If you would like to play it, then go to GladCraft.exodushosting.net, and that is the GladCraft server. I showed, if you remember, I probably showed this a while ago, the server a while ago, but that was when I was running from my computer. Now it's run from a hosted server, and as you can probably tell, very little lag. And it runs pretty well. But yeah, thanks for everyone watching, and now on with the gameplay.